Well, little change of pace today. Back on the regular duties at the farm here. I'm gonna give the calves their oats for the day. Not gonna fire up the Massey yet though. I gotta run around, do some running around town, shit like that. And it's still pretty chilly today. I'm gonna let it warm up a bit more later this afternoon, kind of thing. It's still in the morning here. Then we'll fire up the Massey and go give those cows some hay right towards the end of the laneway there to start luring them closer to the barnyard, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So, but for now, we'll just give the calves their oats. And I'll come back later and feed those cows. All right. I think it's warmed up enough. Massey, it'll go. See if the block heater's warm underneath there. Block heater's in a weird spot in this tractor. Oh yeah, that's warm. I'm sure she'll fire up. The temperature outside here is warmed up too. So let's fire this thing up and go give the cows some hay. Not a whole bunch. I just want to give them enough to lure them towards the laneway there and keep them a little bit hungry to lure them up to the corral here like next week, I guess. We'll just give them a little bit here and there. You gonna go? Let's see. Oh, the glow plugs are showing. Even with the block heater plugged in, still got to cycle the glow plugs. As soon as that icon goes off, we'll fire it up. Perfect. That's going to have to warm up. I took my bibs off. I was running around town there. It's too hot. Put those back on. We'll go check the waters, make sure that's all good. The calves already got oats, so. Well, let's go check the water for the calves first. Oh no, it's good, I think. Yeah, holy shit, I thought that side was froze up at first. Since nothing's drinking out of this side, it's kind of frosted up or something. I don't keep cattle in here anymore. Oh, the birds. Hey, calves. What's going on? Licking some salt? Well, we'll check the other water there. The cows drink out of bowls and bred heifers. How about this water? Is she good? Hells yeah. See it there? See the water kind of... Yeah, she's good. Perfect. We've even got quite a bit of straw left too, the heifers there. Looks like the bull's got a bunch of straw. I can see through the slabs there. I don't know if you guys can see, but see it there? Good enough for now. It's gonna warm up to like +2 for the next freaking week, I think. So yeah, it's supposed to warm up to like +2 the next week or so. So that'll be a nice change from -30 every day. It's been 30 below at home here for like, I don't know how long. A little while anyway. Okay, the next thing I gotta do is I gotta find the replacements book. Here it is right here. Now, I have to go through this book. I think it should say in this book here. What was that? It should say in this book what color of tags I used last. Because we switch tags every 5 years, you know what I mean? Yeah, so the last color tags, blue, that doesn't make any sense. Oh no, green, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So the last color tags we used was green. So now I gotta figure out which color of tag comes after green, you know what I mean? It doesn't make that much of a difference, but we like to keep it in sequence. Oh, shit. I don't know if I wrote down in here what color come after green. Red? Oh, I'm gonna be red's next. Yeah, I think Yeah. Red colored ear tags is next. So, let me think. Let me double check here. So, yeah. So I got to get a bunch of red tags, red cow tags, big dangle tags. And then I got to make some tags for these bred heifers. I'm going to get them into Scour Guard again. Their booster shot. They're going to need a booster shot, an ear tag, and then I got to write down a bunch of shit in this book when I ear tag them. Description of the cow or heifer, whatever, and what her calf tag is, cow tag, and all that's got to correspond together. And the last 3 digits of the CCIA. There's only 7, so it won't take long. I'll probably just do all that myself too. But anyway, the Massey's probably warmed up enough. We can grab a bale. Probably just give them. Well, no, tomorrow I got to go to the city. Finally getting this tooth pulled that's been irritating me for I don't know how long now. So tomorrow I won't be doing much. Won't be doing anything tomorrow actually. So we'll give them enough for like 3 days. Today, tomorrow, and the next day. It's like, I don't know, I've never had a tooth pulled at this age. I don't know, is it gonna hurt for a long time or what? Hopefully I can like go back to regular duties like the next day. I guess we'll see. Fucking I set out these bales on end like that. So those are the bales I'm gonna designate to go in bale feeders. You know what I'm saying? That way, when it gets above 0 the next, like tomorrow I think it gets above 0 for the next week or something, all that snow is gonna melt off the, run right off the net wrap. Then when I go take the net wrap off those bales, whoosh, nothing's froze, comes right off, easy peasy. But I got a couple bales here. Let's go shred those for the cows right at the end of the lane, just over there. Okay. Wow, we got to open this gate. Close this gate when I was gone to rev you there for that trip. Just in case those cows broke out of that field way over there into this field, because this is where they just break into, it seems like all the time. This is where we calve them out. So I thought I'd close this. All the gates are closed in this field. If they did get into here, they still can't go anywhere. I mean, yeah, if they break the fence on the other side of that field, it's the county road and they're gone. But they don't normally do that. If they want to break fence somewhere, they'll break it, get into this side for whatever reason that is. So that's why I closed it. Let's open her up and grab around over there. We'll shred some hay. Okay, I got 3 rows of hay right here, right by the end of the lane. I gotta get some snow plowed out of that laneway because I gotta be able to close the gate to block this field off. Basically divert that gate, that steel gate right there. Hang on. See that steel gate right there? Oh, right there. That's gotta be opened up, and then there's a barbed wire gate that goes from there over to the end of that steel panel. Where are we at here? Right there. So that way the cows can go home for water when they get in that field. Go up the lane for water instead of this field. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. No, I don't gotta close this gate yet. I still got like a month before they start calving. I don't gotta clear that snow out right now. What am I doing? Forgot about that. They're going to be in here for another 3 weeks anyways. No, that's good. We can leave this alone. We'll take the heifers, the bred heifers, a bale of hay maybe. Looks like they were getting short on feed, so we'll grab a bale of hay for them. It's a bit of a snow drift right in front of the gate here. I'm going to plow that out just to make it a little easier to close the gate. Don't hit the post. There, that's probably good enough. And we'll get a little bit more right there. How's that? Yeah, that's good enough. Be able to close that gate now. There. Make it nice and easy to close this gate. See, the cows are still way out there along the county road where I fed them last. Well, you probably can't see them. Hang on. Same way out there. So obviously there's still feed out there. Whenever they come home for water, they will see this feed here, and that'll keep them occupied here. And then I'm gonna do something else right in the barnyard there. I'll show you after we give those heifers a bale of hay first. I'll do something else at the barnyard. So here's the plan. Open this gate, drive in there. I'm gonna shred one bale of hay kind of around the outside of this corral right here. Well, there's a bale feeder in there, I forgot. Maybe I should put some hay in that feeder too. Then what I'm gonna do is open the gates so that those cows can come from way out in that field up the laneway to get water, which is right in behind that bin right there. Open the gate so they can come in by the water into this corral, and they can eat this hay that I'm going to shred in here. And that'll give them reason to stay in this corral. You know what, I'll even put a bale of straw in there in the middle of it too. Give them an excuse to bed down there for the night and make them want to come to the corral, right? I really don't want to chase the shit out of them with the sled to get them in the day I want to process them, right? I want to lure them to the corral is the best way to do it. And since the snow was so deep, the tractor will never make it up the laneway with a bale of hay and the hay buster, you know, to lure them all up the laneway. That ain't gonna work. So we'll do that. Shred some hay and straw in this corral, open up all the gates, and then I'll just leave them open. And eventually they're gonna realize there's no feed way out in the field, and I'll keep feeding them in this corral from now on until the day I process them, right? I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine, actually. Yeah, there. Put a little bit of straw and hay in here. You know, I got a question though. Why did I even bother putting hay on the ground at the end of the lane out in that field there? I should have just fed them in here to start with. Wasn't really thinking, I guess. That's okay. I still got like, well, not like after the weekend, so not till like, I'm thinking Tuesday I'll get them in, or Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday? No, I got shit to do Wednesday, so yeah, like Monday, Tuesday next week. I'll have to get them in and process them either one of those days. So I'm sure they'll have that hay eaten up at the end of the laneway, and oh, there's some net wrap there. And then they'll be wanting to come in. They'll probably be in here tonight. Some of them will still be there out in the field. Some of them will be here. Blah blah blah. I think it'll work out just fine. And then from now on, next time I gotta feed them, I'll make sure to feed them all the feed right in this corral, and I think it'll work. There, see that? There's a laneway. Oh, their mineral tub's empty. Get them some more mineral. That's the laneway. So at the end of that laneway, way out there, that's where I shredded the hay out in the field, which I shouldn't have. Oh man, sometimes brain fart. Anyway, so now they'll come up the laneway, come for a drink of water. And they'll go for a drink and they'll be like, hey, what the hell? How come? What's this open here? What's this? And they'll see that hay there. They'll see that feeder. I got it chained. These two gates chained. One chain there, one chain there. They should not mingle with the bred heifers, and if they do, it won't be hard to figure them out. If they do get mingled together, I don't think they will, though. I think it'll be fine. I got that hay shredded along the windbreak there, so the bred heifers can eat it on the other side of that windbreak. The cows eat it on this side, and they'll clean that right up. And then whenever they eat all the hay out of here, I'll give them some more. And they'll slowly all just want to come in here to eat, right? So, oh, I'm gonna get that. I think it'll work good. And if they don't all come in the corral, and I gotta chase some of them in, oh well. That'll just give me an excuse to fire up the SKS and drive the shit out of it. Okay, we'll get this hay shredded for these bred heifers. They still got lots of bedding in the corral, so they won't need no bedding. We'll shred a bale for them, and that'll be lots for them. There's still quite a bit of picking they can do where I fed them last, but other heifers are kind of picky, so we'll give them another bale of hay, and that'll be good for until I want to get them in on Monday or Tuesday. Well, that's it for today, I think. Yeah. Really the only fucking around I had to do today. Okay, before we get off warm clothes, I'm gonna fire up the sled. I want to unload it and put it in the garage. Get all that snow melted off, and I got some ski rubbers today for this sled because the left side's completely blown out. Get them replaced before next trip. I got another trip lined up here in a couple weeks or so. So, yeah, well, it warmed up now. The wind's still chilly, but it's quite warm. So let's get this sled unloaded, get her in the garage. There. Okay, well, that sled's in the garage. Let's go make some ear tags, I guess. Let's go make some ear tags. Actually, it's just sitting there all pretty and just staring at me like, drive me. Let's see if it'll start. Oh, gotta choke it, full choke. That's just too cool. Okay, I honestly haven't started it for whenever I took my little girl for a rip that day. That was like before the Revy trip, like a week ago or something like that. Let's see how many pulls. Holy fuck! Put it in half, Joe! Oh. Man, she fired right up! Cool. Was that the second pull? I'm surprised. Well, now that it's running, fuck, might as well. can't be getting waxed by somebody else, so it's not running how I want it to. Man, the 97 I used to have, it had high engagement. Like, I think, if I remember right, the place I bought it from used to race it. And man, when I first bought it, it absolutely ripped. But anyway, the one I used to have, it wouldn't start moving till about 5,500 RPM. And it was the funniest thing to watch somebody take it for a spin. Because what do most sleds engage at? 34, 3,800 or so? 42 maybe? When I first bought the 97 I used to own years and years ago, when I was like 18 years old, it had some kind of great big primary spring in there. And yeah, like it was din, 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 din. Like it wouldn't engage till, well, here. Yeah, 3,800 or So this one engages that. And the one I used to own years and years ago engaged at 5,500 when I first got it. Then the primary clutch piled up on it and I had to replace the clutch and spring and everything in it. So then it was back to normal. But I wonder if I still have that old spring. That'd be kind of funny. But yeah, when somebody took it for a rip, go ahead. They jump on it. Dun, 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 dun. It wouldn't move, and they're like, what the fuck's wrong with this thing? And I just used to rouse them. Fucking pinner! And then when it would engage at 5,500, you're doing 60 mile an hour at, just barely touching the throttle. Oh man, that thing ripped. I'd like to get this one dialed right in like that one was. But man, after riding that new sled for 5 days in Revelstoke, jumping on this thing around here, it's just so different, eh? It's a good different though. Man, I had a lot of fun on this. Well, not this sled, but I had a lot of fun on my old 97 in those days. 18, 19, 20. I forget how many years I owned it. But anyway, it was still cold at 70 mile an hour, so park this thing. Let's go make some ear tags. Red tags, remember? I got some red tags at home now. I suppose I don't have the ink at home. It's probably at the farm in the pump house. Well, I found this. I think there's some ink in there. Let's give this a go and see how much ink is left in here. So we the first number in our ear tags represents the year that cow would have been born, right? So in this case, it's going to be a 3. And that would mean that she was born in 2023. Oops. I feel like a little kid coloring. 3-3. Now we're on 3-4. So the first number represents the year that cow was born. The second number is just goes in sequence of however many replacements we kept that year, right? So in this case, there's only 7 calves that were kept. So it'll go from 3-1 up to 3-7, right? And I've been watching other guys' figures and stuff, and guys are saying it's not worth keeping your own calves back. It's cheaper to sell all your calves, turn around and buy bred cows. Well, that's all fine and dandy if you want to buy other people's junk. Because we tried buying bred heifers one year. What a fucking disaster that was. So I'd rather spend more money to keep your own homegrown, pale-fed, nice, quiet, beautiful disposition cattle, right? Like, I don't know. Thing is, though, is I'm not good at math, so I could be losing a lot of money doing it that way, but you know what you got kind of thing. Some guys' animals are fucking wild, and I don't want to deal with that shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3-5 will be next. And I remember that one year, well, that was the year we bought bred heifers, me and the wife ourselves, kind of thing. Thought it'd be a good idea to get different bloodline and around the herd and stuff. And we bought some bred heifers off these people, and some of them were so fucking wild, they just wanted to eat you no matter where they were, without calving, out in the pasture, whatever. They were wild. One calved in November, 30 below, that calf died. So ever since then, I have zero interest in buying bred cows. I guess if you knew the guy real well or something, wouldn't be a bad idea, but just as rather keep our own. Okay. And I find the nice, thick, wide numbers works best. 2 more and we're done. So these red tags I'm using right now, the red tags would have gotten used 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So every 5 years we switch color. And Dad had that idea years ago, quite a few years ago, so that if you're going out to the pasture, wherever, or out to the field, during calving, whatever you're doing to go find that cow, if you got all black cows and you got to find one particular cow for whatever reason, it just, what the hell's going on with this ink? Something's fucked up here. Okay, last tag. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you get a whole bunch of black cows and you got to find one particular cow that's calving or whatever the case is with different color ear tags. We switch every 5 years or so. I think we got red, yellow, blue, orange, was it? No, it doesn't make any sense. Red, yellow, blue, white. And yeah, I think was it orange? Shit, I don't remember the other color tag. There's 5 different colors anyway. It helps narrow the search down. That's all. Okay. Here we go. 3-1 to 3-7.